Kumechacha.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Merry anakuja Christmas. Mary's coming for Christmas.
Have you prepared your house? Have you cleaned the linens? Have you cleaned the bed sheets?
Yes.
Because Christmas is coming. Kumechacha, Grace.
Kumechacha.
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 Kumechacha kweli.
Hey, kumechacha. Hey.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited, Grace. Yeah, I'm trying to share with my friends. Kindly invite your friends to share. Please share so that the more the merrier.
The more the merrier.
Yeah.
So,
Kumechacha.
Kumechacha.
Oh,
Kumechacha.
Kumechacha.
Grace, we are so loud.
My phone is always misbehaving. We are sharing. Kindly share. Kindly share our page. We really appreciate it.
Yes. We're going to start singing the tune so you can invite people.
As you invite your friends. Stay of Christmas, my true love say to me, a partridge in a pear tree.
Two.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. 3. Call your friends. Call your friends.
Yes.
On the third day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Grace, how many have sent me chicken? If someone sent me chicken,
yes,
I'd be so happy.
On the 4th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
5.
On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 5 golden rings, 2 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Grace, where are we?
We are on 6. We have 2. We still have 2. We still going to
Margaret, thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining.
We are sharing.
I'm going to change the key.
So, yes, please.
On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me. Oh, no.
The lyric did not enter.
I did not enter. Please call your friends.
Let me tell you, when we are practicing for the Christmas
carols, we sing so well. But when we come to the page,
you know, this is practice for when Grace will be singing in front of the mayor's Christmas
tree. The mayor's Christmas tree.
So we need to work out those tunes with our community. Maybe you can sing better than us.
On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. I can see 3 Grace. Let's continue. I really typed this song. I have to sing all of it. Kumechacha. Thank you for joining us. Please invite your friends.
Yes, that's
Please
what
share on your
doing.
page. That's what we are doing.
Yes.
On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love said to me, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. We got 6. We are doing very well.
Margaret,
Margaret.
You guys rock. Beautiful
Please join us.
Join us. Thank you, Naomi. Thanks for joining us. Sing with us.
Sing with us.
Which way? Number 8.
Number 8. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love said to me, 8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Who has joined us? Mata Hope, welcome. We're calling all the turtle doves from the pear tree, and you are one of the turtle doves. Please call the other turtle doves. We have so much food here. We can't eat alone.
I'm telling you. Hey, number 9.
Number 9. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Thank you. If only we can get to 10. If only we can get to 10.
Oh, wow. Kumechacha, Kumechacha.
Kumechacha,
Welcome.
kweli.
This is an African Christmas. We
Yes.
appreciate you joining us, our first 10 people. We appreciate you. You are
Really
our favorites, by
appreciate.
the
Thank
way.
you.
Oh, wow. You see us as we are working out this Christmas. We are working it out.
Yes, please join us, and we're going to remember. We'll sing some Christmas carols, some in English, some in Swahili, maybe
Yes.
one in Luo.
Maybe one in Luo.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, if you have any, by the way, if you have any, if you can recommend down here,
Yeah.
we'll do our best if you know the
to
song.
sing it.
Real.
Yes.
Yeah, so me, Grace, me, I've shared with my people.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
we're going to number 10, Grace.
We're going to number 10. Okay.
I know when we did Magildi, was it a week ago?
Yes.
2 weeks ago?
2
It
weeks
was,
ago.
yeah.
That was where it was so cool.
It's so cold.
Yeah, we just had
But
to
now
sing.
it's warm at the Kumechacha studios here in Philadelphia.
Yes.
And we're here to give our best, you know. I feel like we're a national music fest. We're in KCC.
Yeah.
We
But
have
you
an
know,
audience.
my phone is more old-fashioned
In
than
old
yours.
school.
It takes a whole minute to
Don't
to
worry.
share.
Caroline Mwangi, good morning. Good morning.
And thank
Nice
you.
to see
so
you.
let's welcome Caroline. On the
number
ninth day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 9 days of
We sang that one.
Okay, 10.
Number 10, Caroline.
Caroline.
Yes.
On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 10 lords are leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids are milking, 7 swans are singing, 6 years are laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. I think we got 13. Let's welcome James Demetrius Ranch,
Watching from Scandinavia. Oh,
James,
welcome.
you're number 11.
Number 11.
On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 11 pipers piping, 10 lords are leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 ladies making, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
We have 10 people.
Is this song endless or it's ending in 12?
This is a dedication to all the people who are watching.
Special dedication to all our fans.
I think number 12 is the last, but
one.
not least of our Christmas carols today.
Today, yes. The last one. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 12 drummers driving, 11 rappers piping, 10 lords are leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 ladies making, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Kumechacha.
Kumechacha. It is another Saturday.
Yes,
You have
Eunice
good
Okumu,
break.
yes, we are dancing.
We are
with
dancing.
the
I
partridges.
can see Eunice has got 12 turtle birds.
No, 9 ladies dancing. These are the 9 ladies dancing.
We
Eunice,
left
thank
out the men.
Yes.
Next time we should add 9 men are dancing.
9 men are dancing.
Yes. But the men won't be able to lay the golden rings.
Kumechacha. Kumechacha. Wow, Grace, welcome everyone.
Wow.
Welcome to yet another great episode. We've had a beautiful 9 minutes of singing carols to you.
Yes.
And we're still going to sing carols to you.
This is Carol Day.
Yes.
It's the Christmas season, a season of joy, a season that lifts weight off all the burdens that we have had the whole year.
Yes.
I tell you, it has been hard for some people.
Yeah.
It has been hard at work.
Yes.
Some people lost their jobs. Some people have had cabin fever between work and office, and office, not able to get any break at all. So this short break, as we love fun. Yeah, we're gonna have fun.
Yes. And on that note, we want to say habari diaspora.
Habari diaspora.
Kumechacha
Somebody
mbiore
grace.
mambaje.
Oro wako.
Oro wako.
Ayaya.
Chambe. Ero. Music.
Saba.
Yes. All
And
of them.
congratulations to all our KCSE candidates who
Yes.
did so well.
Yes.
Remember that A is not necessarily a road to success.
Yes.
Whether you get an A, B, C, or D, that is what is yours right now. Claim it, hold it, and do something with it.
Absolutely.
Some of us didn't get A's.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
we made it in life somehow.
Yeah, so whatever degree you take, you give yourself a pat on the
Give
back
yourself
because you survived 4 grueling years of academic study.
Yes.
And you know that this is the next step. It's the next step for you to now redefine continue on the energy that you put in so far. It's a new start. It's a new beginning. It's a new start.
Yeah, let us think positive as parents. Let's encourage our kids, support them. Don't let your kid go and do something fun. You're trying to commit suicide because you don't think their C+ or D is not good enough for them.
Yes. Belinda Bouquet, thank you for joining us.
Kumechacha, Hanover. Thanks for joining us from Germany.
Yes, so we want to give a shout out this show. I think it's our 20th episode.
Yes.
And we created this program so that we could reach out and show be one with the diaspora community. And we want to say Kumechacha, hello from Alabama. I always start with Alabama. I don't know why. Here, hometown, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You're watching us from Scandinavia, Germany, Denmark. You're watching us from Doha, Qatar. You're watching us from Australia. You're watching us in Canada. We're watching us wherever you are. We appreciate you. And those aspiring to find a better life, to find different options in their life, whether you're based in Kenya right now. We see you, we appreciate you, and welcome to Tujipange Africa.
Welcome. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Grace. We want why are we here? We're here for breakfast.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we hope you have your breakfast with you right now. If you haven't made breakfast, grab a bottle of water, grab a glass of water or some milk, because breakfast is the most important medicine of the day.
Yes,
the most important.
Yes.
Remember my favorite I pledge my loyalty that between 6:15 in the morning and 10 a.m. the body produces cortisol enzyme, and that's the time when it breaks down the food. After that, the food you eat is just sleeping with you there. It's not moving. It's not circulating much around the body.
So as you get ready for this Christmas season of eating for those who have and those who do not have, be ready. We are going to celebrate with you, Victoria. Hatujambo,
Victoria. Wachungaje.
Yes.
Mimi niko mzima, sijui wewe.
Grace, you're from Mombasa.
Mombasa nilikaa kitambo. Ati habari yangu.
Kisaka Kate, Adabel, Merry Christmas, our African queens. Kumechacha.
Kate, our favorite fan.
We appreciate you, Kate.
We love you, Kate.
Yes,
ati mtu ananiuliza habari yangu. Habari yangu nayaweza kweli? Habari yangu mazito sana. Habari yangu siniulize tena. Sema waambaje? Habari yangu mazito uyawezi. Nikikupatia habari zangu
itabidi mkae mnywe
24 hours. Lakini asante kwa kuuliza. Sina neno.
Yes,
Kumechacha kweli. Kumechacha hapa studio. We are happy, we are excited, we are grateful. Gratitude is a way of life. Gratitude is the Microsoft. The software. Gratitude is the software on which you write. To attract good things and to attract some positive energy within you. Grace, I get very excited. Calm me down.
I can see your energy. Me, I want to just keep pumping your energy. Someone is laughing. Someone appreciates it. Me, I love it, by the way.
You need positive energy. Here at Kumechacha, we keep it positive. Because positivity is what makes us move forward to tomorrow. Because today and yesterday might be terrible, but tomorrow has great promises.
Right. And you know what I like about our community is that for me, Kumechacha, on some weeks, that is my self-care. So today, Kumechacha is my self-care.
And we ask you, what is your self-care? Self-care is an important part of Kumechacha. Some people keep working. Grace, I keep telling people about the workshop I attended where they said, all the people who meet their deadlines, those who are always working ahead, those who don't go for break, you carry your food to the office and then bring it back home at the evening because you're working. You are overworking your body. Those are the people who get strokes, heart attacks. Those are the people who go for early retirement. Use those 15-minute breaks that you're given twice a day. Take a stretch walk. If there's no break, go to the bathroom and sing in the bathroom.
Hey, Grace. We are lecturing our people.
We are lecturing our people. Grace, were you a lecturer before?
Me, I'm singing. Me, I was not a lecturer. Grace, I'm so hungry. I don't know. I'm trying to hint that I want to start eating.
And don't forget that we are Kenyans.
Kenyans
in the diaspora. Kenyans in the diaspora, not diasporans in the Kenya. Tushangilie Kenya, taifa letu tukufu. Kenya tunayoipenda. Daima Kenya ni Kenya, taifa letu tukufu. Kenya tunayoipenda. Daima Kenya nchi tunayoipenda. Daima Kenya nchi tunayoipenda. Daima Kenya yetu, Kenya kipenzi chetu. Hatutaiacha milele daima. Kenya kipenzi chetu. Hatutaiacha milele daima. challenges down there. Remember, at the end of the day, what is yours is yours.
Yes.
And we are Kenyans.
Yes.
Yes.
Caroline, thank you for sharing. Your self-care is reading 1 book a week. That's really cool.
Awesome.
That's really cool. Those are things we aspire to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always singing and dancing. You saw me cooking, making the chapatis and dancing in the kitchen.
Yes.
And it was very exciting. I almost burnt 1 chapati.
Oh no. But you remember the time when in 2019 recap, when you did the show of this is a toast that is made good, and this is a toast that is burnt because you were spending too much time being distracted here and there and trying to meet multiple deadlines.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about. We're here to make cooked African meals that are not burnt.
And we like homemade. We know America has this culture of takeaways. People are always, there's food everywhere. You're always buying food. But at least once a week, you can make your own meal.
Yeah, so let's show people what we're having for breakfast, right?
Yeah, enough of lectures.
Omena rasuya.
Omena for Christmas.
Ooh.
If you have never had omena wet fried for Christmas, try it this time.
I don't know. Someone was asking why omena for Christmas. Jesus was a fisher of men. So we are needed to support this.
When you're doing that song, I will make you fishers of men, fishers of men, fishers of men. I will make you fishers of men, so you follow me. We have answered your question.
Oh, Patricia, welcome.
Welcome.
We appreciate you, Patricia. Oh, we have chicken.
Happy chapati kuku. Chapati kuku is the real Christmas in Kenya. Chapati kuku.
You know, there's a way that this stew is just looking magnificent.
Hey, that magnificent. That's magnificent. Magnificent. If it gets better than scent, it becomes magnificent.
Magnificent.
I tell you.
In a metameta.
In a meremeta. And the kuku. Okay, let's start with the omena.
With the omena.
How did we make the wet omena fry? If you want to make up, remember that there's omena in New York. You can order it through Amazon. It will come delivered at your door. Our omena always comes from New York, but remember that it came by KQ flight from Nairobi through JFK.
It's an international fish.
This omena has traveled. This is an international traveled omena. So this omena came from Nairobi through New York.
Yes.
To Philadelphia. Yeah, but he didn't get tired. And it came with its eyes open. This is the fish you eat and it's looking at you. That's why I like it. I like people who are transparent. This omena is transparent. The kuku does not look at you when you're eating it, but the omena looks at you when you're eating it.
Yes.
So just marinate the omena with some soy sauce or any other sauce you want. Today we're having omena with cinnamon and dania. Onions, tomatoes, and garlic.
Let me serve myself.
I tell you. Omena for Christmas.
Omena for Christmas.
Be real, be yourself, be authentic. If you can't afford chicken, although chicken is cheap in America, it cannot be cheap at home.
And you know, Grace, this
is what you can afford.
This is a good lesson.
Omena chapati. Omena chapati.
Grace,
wonderful.
This is the time where you can explore, like in Kenya, maybe at home, there's protocols. You eat this, you eat that, you eat that. This is your time to cook that meal that people said you can't eat at Christmas. Find yourself some omena and eat it for breakfast.
Yeah, why not? You can even eat omena snacks for breakfast.
Yeah.
I mean, just dip the omena in deep fry oil.
Yeah. So we have chicken. We have a lot of meals here. I know, but we have a lot of meals here.
Omena chapati. Wonderful. I tell you, nothing has ever tasted like this before.
Okay, so me, I'm an advocate. I'm standing here on behalf of the Chicken Institute to say that this chicken is cooked to perfection. It has a nice, what's it called? Peas? Peas and carrots. It's very delicious. The stew, I tasted a bit of it in the kitchen. It was delicious.
It's just a simple question.
Yeah.
A person who asked a question has not committed any sin.
What is the crime?
Why does your chicken not have the leg, the wings, the neck, the foot? It's just looking the same. It's just looking the same.
You know, we don't want to ask questions that you don't want the answer to.
Okay.
Just enjoy the chicken.
Okay.
This is American chicken. It's special.
American chicken.
This is FBI chicken.
Okay.
Margaret, you're asking how do you get the omena here? Grace, you want to provide more information?
Yeah, so the omena, there's a lady called Susan. I will inbox you, Margaret Bindio.
Yeah, and we can even put it it on. We'll put it
Okay,
on.
we'll post it on a.
We'll tag her.
Yeah, we'll tag you.
Yeah.
It's in New York. You can order.
Yeah.
A whole packet is $10.
Yeah.
But order enough for the whole year.
Yeah. Actually, for
because
the
it's
whole
on
year.
demand, yes.
Yeah. It's really good. Belinda International Omena Ujaluo inatuua. We come back.
Omena gichapa.
But you know,
meat.
Meat adua. Chapati. Simple, easy. Chapati. What else do we have? We have here cabbage.
Yeah, so cabbage.
We have here cabbage.
People never have a negative association with cabbage, Grace.
Yes, I know where it comes from actually.
Yeah. Because they cook it in the hospitals?
They cook it, it's like one of the cheap vegetables to get. And if it's not a hospital, it's a secondary school. Because the cabbage that you get there has been boiled for 15 hours and it's cut so big and it doesn't taste good.
So do you know that you should not cook cabbage for more than 5 minutes? If good enough, about 2.5 minutes. So be creative with your cabbage. Just fry you can boil water. There are 2 ways to make it, that I do. You can boil water, put a little salt. Once the water simmers, just put your cabbage in it and still cover it for 2 minutes. That's nice cabbage. The other one is fried with onions, just onions, dania, and that's it.
Yeah, because the crunch is
keep
really
the crunch.
Nice
Don't pour water. Don't pour water on cabbage. Water is for swimming. Don't let your cabbage swim because it will change color. It will be white.
So Grace, do you prefer washing cabbage when it's still in the big form?
Right? Wash it before you cut it.
So if you're concerned about cleanliness, wash it before you cut it. We have a beautiful rice here. It is not just any rice. It is rice with tomatoes, with nyanya.
Yes, rice with nyanya.
Yes. So if you're looking for a healthy alternative, this is just regular rice you get at the supermarket. With some nyanya over there to add flavor. Grace, we are forgetting the most important part of this breakfast.
I tell you, this mesa is so full. I tell you.
What are we having?
Hey,
yawa.
Ugali. Christmas cake.
No matter, in any Kenyan home, I would dare say any African home, you will find a version of ugali. Even if people are eating chapat with samosa and pilau, there'll be an ugali there.
Yes. So Grace, I'm going to divide my stomach. I'm going to divide my stomach in 3. This side is for ugali, the middle side is for chapati, and this side is for rice. I don't know how the other people are going to distribute their stomach, but Christmas time is for distributing your stomach. Make that food fit in every part of your body, because you only eat like this once a year.
Yeah, of course. Almost now, Osogo winyo. You have been greeted by sister.
Osogo siepna. Osogo, Milio, Kenya. Hey, Osogo. Yeah, Osogo, we sang with Osogo in a certain band in Kisumu. Remembering the old days. So, Osogo, do you remember how we sang? We sang Kalamindi.
There are songbirds among us.
Yeah. Osogo, yeah.
Well, what else do we have? Part of Christmas. Grace, we haven't shown our people the Christmas tree. I don't know if we can show it. It's a Mabuyu Christmas tree. And you know people put those big bulbs around their Christmas tree. They put decorations of like Christmas angels. This is a special type of Christmas tree because why, Grace?
This Christmas tree is special because we made it with Kenyan, everything Kenyan.
Yes.
So we have a Mabuyu Christmas tree. Here people have Christmas lights, but us we have Mabuyu.
Mabuyu.
Yeah, Christmas tree. It means that you can eat it. You know how serious we are with breakfast. Welcome, Akinyo the Okach.
Welcome.
You know how serious we are with food. So even when we have the tree here and there's no other food, you can just go to the Christmas tree and get your Mabuyu and eat it.
Yes. What else do we have?
We also have our Christmas tree is also made of Keringet tea, tea leaves. You don't have to buy cards and all those expensive decorations. You can cut off the tea leaves that are in your house in squares and just put them, make your Christmas tree. Our Christmas tree also has
it has
you can see
jewelry.
today I don't have my jewelry today. So it's right here. It's very shiny.
And
it's made of African beads. We have a giraffe. Our Christmas tree is made of a giraffe. The giraffe is so tall. It's looking at all of us. And then we have a zebra.
Yes, the zebra is over there looking in the back.
And then I just ate this Maasai man. I just ate his Mabuyu. We also have a Maasai warrior who just killed a lion. So that's our complete Christmas tree. The tree itself is $2.
Yes.
So you don't have to buy those Christmas trees of $50. Remember the other Christmas tree was 19,000.
Yeah, 100, almost $200.
Yeah. Save that money for school fees. Take a trip.
Yeah.
Go to the game park.
Yeah. Hey, nakwambia,
buy a TV.
This Christmas tree, by the way, imeshinda. It's this Christmas tree, especially with the tea bags.
So next year, when you're doing Christmas tree, get some mabuyu.
Yes.
Get some tea leaves.
Yes.
They are the packets. You can even use milk packets. Use the African decoration.
I think we probably ate all the eclairs, but we could put eclairs there also for a Christmas
trying to make it real African.
Yeah.
And then, Grace, you gave me a gift. So remember, the gift is supposed to be open on 26th morning.
Yeah. So Grace, dessert. Let's do dessert and then get off. Have we really touched all our breakfast?
Yeah, almost.
There's breakfast down there. We're not finished.
So we have dessert. We have cake, candy, and sweet potato pie. Yeah, that's for dessert. Christmas just comes once a year, guys. We don't eat like this every day, and then we're gonna share with some guests later.
Yeah.
I don't think Grace and I eat all this food. And then we have fried chicken.
This fried chicken.
So this is chicken which you cut and then you dip it in ungangano. And you dip it in hot oil.
That's a very clean fried chicken.
Very clean fried chicken.
Wow.
And then don't forget pili-pili. We always give you a pili-pili challenge every Saturday. I need water, please. That pili-pili is hot.
Wow, Kumechacha.
Vanilla instead of ice cream, we have milkshake. Yeah. Okay, so we'll continue with our African Christmas.
Yes. And I hope that you're also having Christmas. Also, don't forget fruit is also important. This week we're having tangerine and grapes.
Yes.
And we get this at the produce store. Yes. So Grace, wow, what a year we've had this year.
Wow.
You know, for some of you, maybe you're watching us for the first time. You've seen us in groups. You've seen us on YouTube. You've seen us on Zilizopendwa.com. You're watching us for the first time. You're wondering, what are these ladies about? What are they talking about? And we want to give you a feel of what we found have been the most interesting, most popular, most interesting Kumechacha topics of the year. This is our 20th episode, 21st, and we certainly have a lot to share. Yeah, so Grace, you will take us through because Grace studies really hard. You know, she took us some really nice notes.
Yes, I have some notes here. But before we do that, are we going to sing a holy night or not yet?
Of course, why not?
So we're moving on to a second carol before we do a recapping of the year. Clear your voice. And we're going to do just one verse of O Holy Night.
Yes.
O holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of the dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary soul rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night divine.
Kumechacha. Charles Ibrahim Ombija, thanks for joining us.
Ombija, thanks for joining us. We're just enjoying Christmas carols and having an African Christmas.
We're having a relaxing day. We know some of you are watching live. Some of you will probably watch it after. For those who are celebrating the Sabbath today, happy Sabbath. For those who are out and about trying to get a last-minute holiday shopping, trying to figure out what your plans are for the week. We know you may be watching us later. So take this at a time when you're, have fun, enjoy if you're feeling down.
And we say not everybody celebrates Christmas, but some of these songs are just nice and cheerful, so we'll sing them. So We're talking about this year. This year we had a very, very interesting Kumechacha. And Grace, remember our first story that was so controversial was the Ugandan men. The Ugandan men, and it's still happening, are competing with the babies for the breast milk.
For the breast milk.
So when the mothers are suckling the breast, the fathers also want the breast. And there's such serious competition between the fathers and the children.
Yes.
That the Minister for Health had to come in and intervene.
A madam had to make a public announcement.
Yes.
To really talk about this phenomenon where newborns are being left hungry because the men are fighting for the breast.
Yes.
The men are thinking that the breast milk is the elixir for life. It is the cure-all be-all.
Yes.
It is curing cancer. It is allegedly, right?
Yeah.
It is curing
Cancer,
HIV,
hypertension. So the men do not want to go to hospital. So they think that if they take the breast milk, then they will heal.
Yeah.
So that was a big issue.
That was
and then we
big
started
issue.
this non-profit grace called Maendeleo ya Maziwa na Watoto. Maziwa ya KCC, maziwa ya nguvu kwa watoto na watu wazima na mama kusahau maziwa. So that was one of our stories.
And I think one of the things that we learned from that situation is like women are the ones who are being stuck in the middle, you know, because they're the ones who they want their breasts to themselves, or they want their breasts for them that they can be able to nurse their children. Remember, breast milk is so important. If you're not able to, we understand there are people who are not able to breastfeed for one reason or another, and that's why breast milk is so important, because it has immunity, and it's really important for protecting the baby in the future. So if you're a Ugandan man, if you're a Kenyan man, if you're trying to steal milk from the Mama Watoto, we are Maendeleo ya Maziwa na Watoto is coming for you.
We will come for you. So breast milk has become the most important item in the East Africa region. If you are broke and you need to make some money and you have some extra milk in your breast, you can sell it to a Ugandan man, because they believe, this is serious stuff, Grace, stop laughing. They believe that the breast milk cures chronic illnesses, and the Mulago hospital is full.
You know, if you're saying
they don't want to go to hospital. Hospital is expensive. So if the men can drink breast milk, again, Kenyan men who've been marrying Kenyan women who are getting married to Ugandan men, just remember that when you have that first baby, you'll be sharing the milk with the baby.
But do not lose hope. If there's any problem, contact Maendeleo.
We will protect you. We will protect you. We will protect you.
Yes.
Because remember that mothers who have been diagnosed with HIV are not supposed to breastfeed their children. There's mother-to-child transmission. So some of the reason why the Minister for Education was concerned, because some of the mothers were HIV positive, and if you're drinking the milk, then the father is going to be infected as well. So before you drink that milk, be sure that your wife, your partner, has been tested and that the milk is HIV free. Yes, HIV free. So welcome, Adola Toto. Oh, my niece, I miss you. Thank you, Adola Toto.
Even Busi, thanks for joining us in this celebration. Merry Christmas to you too.
Yes, let us protect the milk. Let us protect the children's milk.
Yes.
Yeah, and so Grace, the other item that was interesting was today we are going food.
Yeah.
Avocado. Avocado has been recommended. There's a big research in the USA. Everybody is eating avocado because they believe that avocado can reduce weight.
Yes.
Instead of going to the gym and spending all that much money, or instead of doing all these exercises or taking all these medications, you just need to take 3 avocado a day. So there was a research where they were paying people 30,000 Kenyan shillings for eating avocado. And I wanted to just go home and carry all those avocados falling from the trees behind in my village.
I think the studies, when we were looking into it, the study was being done in 3 universities, and the equivalent of 3 avocados a day, and you were going to be paid 300. Was it 300 you said?
No, 30,000.
Right, that's not 300. Yeah, $300.
Imagine how much you do with 30,000 Kenyan shillings.
You know?
Just being begged to eat avocado.
Yeah.
The world is so different.
It was so miraculous when you remember how you'd sit and wait for the mangoes to fall down the tree.
Avocados,
You know? Wow.
And then avocados are one of the most expensive fruits in America. It goes for $3. One avocado is 300 Kenyan shillings. One avocado.
And you know, if anyone is looking to make avocado export business, I believe that avocado is a popular product, because in Europe they're spending even up to €10 to just eat an avocado sandwich. Remember those avocados you'd make and you'd mash with sugar and then literally put on bread. They will pay money for that, you know. So a lot of the avocados in the US come from Mexico. You know, maybe now that KQ has opened their doors, you know, maybe you can start on
avocados here.
Yeah, people pay a lot of money for avocados for what you find for free.
What else can you use avocado for apart from just eating?
You can eat it. It's very nice for oil, for face and body. I actually used avocado oil on my face today.
I just use Vaseline.
You use Vaseline? Wow.
Avocado.
Yeah, avocado.
I don't know. Some have never imagined food on my face, but I might start licking it.
you know the best tip they say about health and hair and beauty. The best oil you can put on your body is the one that you can eat.
Yes.
So avocado oil is Wycliffe Omondi Wakao. Yes, so avocado has a lot of benefits, not just eating. So
that was one of our highlights this year. So Grace and I were supposed to go for the research, but we didn't meet the outcome. They wanted people who are very obese. Yeah, you needed to be like 240 kilograms. Grace, I was only 140. What about you?
I haven't measured my weight in a while.
I was 140, so I missed. I really wanted that $300. And they were not giving it once. They were giving it every time we went for the visit, like once a month. And the studies for 2 years.
Wow.
That's a full-time job, yeah?
By the way, we will get to talk about the stereotypes that we have about America. You want to talk about that now?
Yes. So some of the stereotypes we have about Americans. So we debunked American stereotypes this year. Yeah. When I was coming to America, I thought it was a land full of honey, milk, and the streets were paved with gold.
Yes.
What did you find, Grace?
Oh, I came to find out that there's such a romanticized view that we hold about people, and people who greet you on the street are everyone that will have honest and pure intentions, that they will not be like Kenyans because we associate Kenyans with being scammers and hustlers. You come and realize, by the way,
Grace, let's say it. Ukora everywhere.
Ukora is everywhere. Ukora is everywhere, and you really need to be careful of who you interact with, and especially not just we've talked about how Kenyans can sabotage other Kenyans, but also you need to be careful about the Americans or even the people you associate with on this American soil.
Yes, you can be sabotaged as well. There's competition at work.
Absolutely.
There are areas where you cannot walk just because you're black.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you come here and you start discovering that you're black.
Yes.
Yeah.
You recognize that there's poverty just because you have a microwave and a kitchen, but they let no one lie to you with a car, because sometimes the car is the way they get to work. It's not luxury. We get to realize the things that we find luxury at home actually basic necessities that Americans or people who live here struggle for every day. So we also need to take that for granted. Yes, and Grace,
I thought that everybody in America was educated and that they all spoke the Queen's English.
Yes.
Or the Trump's English and the Pope's English. Yeah. But we discovered that some Americans have never been to school. They don't speak English. They don't know how to read or write. And that some have never even left the city. It's like some people, you say, oh, someone has never left the village to go to Nairobi. Some have never left their cities to go anywhere.
Some people have gone to school. Let's say if you're in Eastlands. Some people were born in Eastlands, went to school in primary, secondary, and found a job in Eastlands.
And got married there.
Their
churches in Eastlands, they've never left. And they'll be buried there. They'll be buried there.
Yeah, so we assume that, people, because we associate them as tourists, or maybe we think they've traveled far, we find a lot of places we go to, we are the ones who have traveled far. We are the ones who are teaching people about these other places, even in the US, that, we have gone to, and many of them have not.
Yeah, but also I thought that everybody here would be having a phone. Some people don't have phones. Yeah, the Americans who don't have phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, or even a computer.
Yeah. Marie Tony, love you so much. Imine na longa kuno siepa.
Karibu ya wabilimu.
Welcome. Daniel Mugondongo, chio nadi, wachio mabe.
Koro wako, atereri Daniel Mugondongo wapi? Atereri wapi? Anyway, So there's so many differences and similarities.
Yes. Yeah. And that also gives us an opportunity to be able to give back and step out of our own narrative. Oh, we are from Africa, or we are this and that. We feel like we're coming in with humility. We find that we can also have power. We can also be activists. We can also give back to our own communities. We can, during this holiday season, we can go to a homeless shelter, because there are people who are homeless who have nowhere to flee.
Yeah, there are people who are homeless in America here as well, sleeping on the streets. They have nowhere to go. They have no money. They're cold, and some die in the cold.
Yes.
At least at home we have a fallback plan.
Yeah.
You can pack your things and tell your boss, like, since the world began, nobody has talked to me like that. I'm going home. Here, there's no home to go to.
Yeah.
You have to pay rent. So if you leave that job, you have to look for another one. Same day. Otherwise, you find yourself living on the street.
Absolutely.
But what I liked though was that when you go to hospitals here, they don't ask you for the bill first.
Mm-hmm.
They send you the bill later.
That's so true.
And that gives you enough time to raise money.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kumechacha America,
Kumechacha.
the cold weather too, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like here, people are always talking about the weather. Like now, the snow is coming. A lot of places don't have electricity. Already they've been snowed out, or snowed in. So there are days when the snow is so much that we don't go to work. We get to stay at home because there's no transportation. It's dangerous. The storm is heavy. So you just stay home for 2-3 days. You don't go to work. We don't do that at home. We don't stop going to work because it's so hot.
You know, I think the thing that would stop people from going to work is really the matatu strikes that we've had. You know, those are the things that we find as there's a go slow, nothing's happening. Is when the vehicles themselves stop carrying people.
Yes, and that brings us to the next, our recap. Another controversial thing of the year, Grace, was relationships in America. Yeah. And the fact that people just get into relationships for the cold season.
But you know, Grace, before we get there, speaking of stereotypes, Caroline, I thought everybody lives in big homes like they show because it's so true. You think everyone lives in a big home.
Oh Lord, there are people who share homes, share a house, share a room.
And we talked about it,
a family. We talked about the family in New York that you're just in one room and you have children, just the way we have in the slums.
Yeah. So you come and realize, by the way, life is very, different and at once very similar.
Different and yet the same. Nothing so special.
Grace. So sorry for interrupting.
I was moving to another topic about relationships in America and how you're millennials. I'm old school and Grace is new school. Grace is digital. I'm old school. Yeah, I believe in handwriting, sending love letters written in a pen. With a perfume. I put my lipstick on my face and
powder.
That's my signature. That's my signature. So Grace's generation, the digital.com millennials that you call yourselves, they don't believe in divorce.
Yeah, we don't believe in divorce.
Why?
Well, I say maybe people don't believe in divorce because actually they find out that the divorce rates were going down, which is really funny. And it's because that either millennials are choosing not to get married, or when they get married, they're choosing to stay together for the long run. Yes. So maybe it's a question for you, the older generation, because now we have to ask you, what is it that you're doing wrong? You know?
But Grace, even though you say there's nothing they're doing wrong, what is it that makes you millennials decide that you're going to move in together only until the winter stops?
Oh no! By the way, that's a phenomenon. If you didn't see our episode, that's a phenomenon known as cuffing season.
Yes.
And I'll say that it's not just millennials. It's you generations. You're the smart ones here. Cuffing season is when it becomes cold. People are out there looking for a warm bedmate. You know, people are looking for winter love. People are looking for winter warm. People are looking for extra fat to warm them.
So is that a contract? Grace, is that a contract?
So imagine, Grace, you've eaten avocado, you've lost weight, and now you have all this money, but you have no one to help you stay warm this cold season.
Yeah, so here there are very many options. You can just meet someone in the streets and tell them, like, oh, can we leave until the snow ends?
So the snow gives automatic leave.
Yes, the snow gives automatic leave. Anytime it snows too much or it's too hot, you stay home. You just stay home. Because the heat is so hot that it makes your brain start acting funny. You go a little crazy.
They have to let you go.
They have to let you go.
Yes. So we were talking about the winter season and cuffing season and being smart around the holidays because there are scammers abounding in all shapes and fashion, which is another controversial topic that we had.
Yes.
You know, you never know what someone's intentions is when they're trying to get in a relationship with you, and the diaspora has its share of complicated relationships.
So one thing that's important here, when you want to get involved with a man or a woman, you have to know what their credit history is, how much money they have in their account, because you don't want to go in and move in with someone who will soon lose their home and you'll both be living on the streets. So you ask, they are so candid, they're so honest about relationships. You ask.
Yes.
You ask questions. So how much do you earn? Where do you live? Let me see your bank account. Let me see your credit history. How much debt do you have? So you don't just say, oh, I love you, Grace. I love your hair. I'm going to move in with you. You're beautiful. How beautiful is your credit history? How beautiful is your credit history?
Do you pay your car use every month?
Let me see your
Have you ever been evicted?
And then how many times have you been evicted? If a man or woman has been evicted 3 times, you're getting into very serious. You cannot love such a person because you will soon be moving from one street to another.
I'm telling you, America makes relationships on a whole other level in America.
In America, and it's mostly all about money.
Yes.
Like money speaks, madam. Money speaks here.
Yes.
So if you come here with romance,
Jen, thanks for joining.
Yeah, romance does not work much in America.
Yeah.
Our relationships are controlled by bills.
Yes.
So ask this person. I know you're beautiful. I know you are tall. I know you are handsome.
Yeah.
But how beautiful is your bank account?
How
beautiful is your mortgage?
And this is Grace. We have talked so much about relationships, and we even get to the point of the concept about bills. People are independent here. I think people need to understand it's important. It's a 24-hour economy. Most of the time, it's a 2-income household.
Yes.
And so, whether you are an imported wife, whether you are, some people have experienced abuse because their partner does not want them to work. These things are very important in the life of a relationship here in America. If it's not met, that comes with a lot of trouble. There are people there who are going to Waganga Maarufu Nyawawa edition.
I tell you, one of the things we also discovered here was that some of the Wagangas Maarufu, kutoka Zanzibar, kutoka Tanganyika, kutoka Mombasa, they got green cards. Their children whom they really educated with their magic went to university, applied for them green cards. Some of those, don't underestimate those Waganga who's Maarufu kutoka Tanzania who sit by the roadside looking dirty. They make money and they have educated their kids. Their kids applied for them green cards and they have transferred their skill to America. And Grace, we are going to talk about love potions and what it is doing to America right now. This Waganga Masharubu kutoka Tanzania, kutoka Mtwapa, kutoka Malindi, they're right here in the US and they're wreaking havoc in homes.
Yes.
Yeah. Kenyans are now going to these same people to give them love potions so that they break up with their partners back at home. Yeah, but let's go with a recap first.
I'm telling you so much. Yes, I don't know if you should cleanse this palette with another song.
No, we already. Let's remove this negative energy because Nyawawa spirits. Oh Lord.
Oh, which was a. Where is my?
Oh, come on, you faithful. Please join us in singing. Oh, come on, you faithful.
Kumechacha.
Thank you. We have to interrupt. Hello, seeking my fellow Kenyans. I feel home.
Thank you. Saleh, thank you for joining us.
Shukran, Dugu. Asante. Oh, come on, you faithful.
Yes.
Yeah, Grace and I, we do research. We print these songs.
Yes.
Yeah. We're not. This is not an exam. Kumechacha is fun.
Yes, it's fun.
Yeah.
Will we sing in English or Swahili?
Sing in Swahili.
Okay.
This is an African Christmas.
Yes.
But even Africans speak English.
Joni na furaha, enyi wa imani, Joni Bethlehemu upesi. Amezaliwa mwana wa mbinguni, Joni tumuabudu, Joni tumuabudu, Joni tumuabudu, Mwokozi.
Oh, Lord.
Nakwambia.
Oh, come,
let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord.
Where? Kumechacha. We had to stop and adore the Lord because this waganga mashuhuri kutoka Zanzibari, kutoka Mtwapa, kutoka Malindi, kutoka Msambweni, kutoka Kilanguni, kutoka popote, hata kutoka Homa Bay. Hata kutoka Homa Bay.
Even within the association.
Kutoka Migori. And they have the Association of Night Runners.
So
these night runners have moved to America.
Now they're not just putting boards on the side of matatu stations. They are not sending word by mouth. You're not hearing them running at night. They have offices.
Yes.
They are there commenting on Facebook. They're there
Can you believe
comments.
a witch doctor commenting on your Facebook post? That's why you have to check all these friend requests. These witch doctors who have moved to America are sending people Facebook requests. If you go to their page, Wamandika tarot.
Tarot.
We can solve your problem.
And
We
they
can
have
take away. We
pictures,
can
by
take
the
that
way.
woman away from you.
They show pictures of them in their
From her
shrine
husband.
or whatever.
Yeah, you. My
Wait.
goodness. Please check who's your friend on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah?
And you know, Grace, we got to realize, speaking of Facebook, we came to realize that Facebook is the biggest market in the world.
Yes.
There are different types of Facebook people,
Yeah.
different types of Facebook behaviors.
Yes.
We didn't know. Now we will add Wachawi to the list that we have.
We
of
have added
monitoring
Wachawi
spirits.
to the list of monitoring spirit. Holy Ghost fire, we exercise you in the mighty name of
Fire.
Jesus. Holy fire.
Kumechacha.
Anyway, yeah,
God.
Lord.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Yeah, so actually, Grace, just to stop at this moment,
I
I wish we can hear about your life in America.
Oh,
Lord.
life in America.
I think go to our episode 18 or 17. We talked the
Yeah.
whole hour about life in America.
By the way, we have videos on. We are on YouTube, and also if you want to see our videos, we do live almost every week.
Yeah,
And
so,
you can see that in our video library. So if you just go to Define Your Africa and look on videos.
so
you see our
Santana
episodes.
Onyango, thanks
Yes.
for joining us.
Yes.
We'll answer one or two of your questions.
Yes.
In America right now, it's winter.
Mhm.
It's very cold.
Mhm.
So some people don't have a relationship. They don't have a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. Maybe they only have a dog.
Mhm.
And that's the dog is the only person they sleep with in the bed. But sometimes you need a human being.
Mhm.
So people have a relationship where you get into a contract
Mhm.
and tell someone to just be friends with them until winter is over. Winter
Yeah.
will be over in February or
Yeah,
March.
March, April.
Yeah, so you move in together and you keep each other warm, and no strings attached. No strings attached. Don't start saying, "Oh, I fell in love with you, I'm pregnant." No, because you knew exactly how you got into it. It's a warmth relationship.
But you know, there's some people.
Seasonal relationship.
But you have to be careful. Not everyone will come with a contract. They'll think they signed the contract with you, but they signed it with themselves.
Yes.
So be careful.
Be careful.
Yeah.
And in America, once you have the winter relationship,
Mm.
where you want the warmth, if this person stays in your house for more than 6 months, you
Mhm.
cannot evict them.
Yeah.
That is the law of America.
Yeah.
Once a woman or a man moves into your house and uses your address,
Mhm.
make sure the man does not use your address. If the address comes and is not there, tear it. Tear it, because you will not evict him.
Jacqueline says, yeah, wachawi walipewa visa. I'm telling
Wachawi
you,
walipewa visa,
this
and they're
visa,
breaking relationships.
there's this visa that's called the special talent visa.
Special
They
talent.
probably applied for special talent.
Is that H112? So
You
if you
know.
have a special skill, that's one
Mhm.
nice thing about America.
Mhm.
You can't be jobless.
Mhm.
If you have a special skill, you can go
Mhm.
to the USCIS.gov
Mhm.
page.
Mhm.
Tell them what you're special. If you have special healing skills,
Mhm.
if you have special skills like breaking up people's family, if you have special skills like helping someone in Kenya get a visa, so when they take their forms
Yeah.
and everything is false,
Yeah.
the immigration officer,
Will
their
just see
eyes will,
correct.
they'll just say correct.
Correct.
1 year.
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
Ah, welcome to America. So these special talented Kenyans, witch doctors, night runners,
Night runners,
the night runners,
yes.
now they're in offices, they have phone calls,
Yes.
they're sending people
They have
Facebook
websites.
requests.
They have cash app. They'll take your cash app.
Hi, Jacqueline, come
Yeah.
out. Congratulations and welcome.
Yes,
Yeah,
congratulations.
so don't think a witch doctor is just somebody who is dirty and whatever. They dress in
Yeah.
three-piece suits.
Yeah.
They wear hats. They drive posh cars.
They
So
drive
just
postcards.
be careful.
They probably even have got the investor
America has
visa.
become a village. America has become a
Yeah,
village.
yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
Grace, kumechacha.
Kumechacha. And just to finish on that topic, so we move on to other things. Don't dwell too much on one topic.
Mhm.
So there are some of our sisters in Kenya who mailed us,
Mhm.
and say that their husbands came here to study and left them with children. But the husbands, the ladies, suddenly, I think there are 3 ladies,
Mhm.
they got phone calls. One of them got a phone call from a very young Kenyan in America telling her all about her weaknesses that the husband in America had told her about, and taunting her and saying, "I've taken your husband and he's not coming back to you."
Mhm. Mhm.
Can you believe that? And the lady said she had used love potion
That's a witch doctor.
from Nigeria.
You know,
Nigeria.
the one
Okay,
thing-
these ones are now from Nigeria.
The one thing that really like caught me with this reporting
Mhm.
was just the brazenness of this lady. Kwanza, who are you to call somebody
It's
on
not
top
one
on
lady.
behalf?
It's 3 ladies calling Kenyan women, wamama who have struggled with their kids. They're working in the shamba. Their husbands got a scholarship either through work or through other scholarships
Mhm.
and came to study. But these women are calling the men's wives at home. So the man has given them the phone number and telling them that your husband doesn't like you, you are lazy, you know, all this stuff. Where are they getting that courage?
It's a courage. I think it's a liquid courage. It's the wachawi. It's a combination of wachawi in the system. It's a combination of monitoring spirits on Facebook. It's a combination of distance, making people feel like they can just, you know, they can just like feel like they can talk to you anyhow.
Chris, I don't believe these love potions work. But the ladies are saying that the husband used love. I don't believe in love potions.
Yeah, but I believe in
the ladies are saying they use love potion from Nigerians. So Nigerians are also part of the competitive love potions, which they're issuing people right now.
Yeah. I think that it's one of those things where like distance or people feeling that they are superior to others makes you feel like because you took a portion, whether it works or not, that now you have the infantry, you know?
Yeah, to call someone. The young Kenyans in America who are calling wamamas who are over 50, 60 years, who are at home taking care of the children, calling them and telling them that I have your husband and he's not coming back to you. So these ladies are really in tears. They emailed us and said, what's going on? What's going on? Where even if you've taken over someone's husband, why are you calling them back at home? And you husbands, why are you giving a young girl you have met here in America your wife's phone number to abuse her, to taunt her because you cannot face her yourself? Riswa, like Shetani Yashim. I think that's really, really frustrating. So the mamas emailed us and we don't know what to do, but we just wanted to share, like, please don't do that. Respect the wamamas. Respect the wamamas. Respect people's homes are sacred. If you want to be a second wife, you don't, the Kenyan law now allows you to be a second wife or a third wife. That's okay, but don't call that mama taunting her. And don't give a young lady who is 20 years a phone number of a mama who is 60, 70 years at home to tell her you've taken over the husband. It's not just decent. I think the Lord has to come.
You know, I think that speaking on the flip side of it, that we are women, we can only speak mainly from a women's perspective. So you'll see a lot of us speaking a lot about women's issues. And one of the things that I want to say about America is that the impact that we're learning about the empowerment that you can have as a woman in America. You know, many times people come here as asylees, people come here as refugees, people come here as people who are escaping gender and sexual violence and escaping violence from their homes. And you can find that for the most part that opportunities are here are based on your ability to perform. There are very, very many opportunities that a woman here has that you may not necessarily have at home, you may have in Kenya. So it's a great opportunity for you to start school. There are great resources out there. I want to give a shout out to Immigrant Business Directory. You know, because
she's doing so well.
Everyone who like has come to my inbox asking, okay, how do I go about this? How do I do this? The first thing I always say is go to Immigrant Business Directory and look at their videos.
That's a great sister. She's doing very well. She has all the information on visas, how if you want to come to the US, how to prepare. Go to that page. She has so many resources, and let us support one another. Let us lift each other up. It's lonely at the top. It's very lonely at the top. We want to be at the top together. Yes. And Santana Sale, we appreciate you. I see you guys, African Vibe. Of course, my first week in America. That's a nightmare. Yes, it was a nightmare. Lakini saizi niko sawa. My first week was terrifying because the sun did not set until 8 o'clock. The sun did not set. So it's cold. And also, if we talked about this last time, this was our recaps of the year. About Kenyans avoiding each other in America. So sometimes someone who had promised to take care of you, you thought people would be friendly to you, but people are have other problems. One, they're avoiding the debtors. Perhaps they took too much credit cards. Some have been evicted from their houses. Some have been sacked or fired from their jobs, so they're afraid. They're afraid that you will see them at their weakest moment. So they might switch off their phone. Sometimes even their phone numbers have been disconnected. Because here you have to pay every certain time of the month. The money has to be the phone credit. So there are many reasons why people might not want to help you. Some may be genuine and some may not be genuine. So Grace, Kumechacha kweli. Can we go to? Yes, are we singing our next song? Yeah, we want to sing Furaha kwa Ulimwengu because kumechacha sana, kumechacha. But we want to bring joy into our lives because sometimes life is what you make it. You can create joy in your little space. You have a little joy in your heart. Is this a part 2 of chapter 2? Oh, okay. Okay, yes. furaha kwa ulimwengu panatakuja. Kila moyo upoke, viumbe imbeni, viumbe imbeni, viumbe vyote imbeni. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let us receive the King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Yes.
Yes.
And it's this other one, Grace.
Which one?
Rampa pam pam. Please
Yes.
join us in singing rampa pam pam.
Ram pam pam
Rampa pam pam pam. I think it's the sound of a drum, yeah?
Yes.
And they told me pa-rampa pam pam. A newborn king to see pa-rampa pam pam. I have no gifts to bring pa-rampa pam pam. To lay before my king, pa-ra-pa-pam-pam, ra-pa-pam-pam, ra-pa-pam-pam. So to honor him, pa-ra-pa-pam-pam, me and I go. So ram-pa-pam-pam, the king is coming.
Yes.
The king is coming.
I
the
love
king
this
is
song,
coming.
especially if you hear param pam 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 on the with music. It's really, really beautiful.
Mhm.
And you know, now is the season. Americans don't typically celebrate. They call it Christmas, but more of the time they call it Happy Holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yeah,
So
so-
don't forget, we also say, don't forget and start writing people Christmas cards.
Mhm.
And they don't believe in Christ, they don't believe in Christmas because America has got Christians, there's Muslims, there's atheists, there are people who don't believe in anything, they're agnostics.
Mhm.
So you have to be sensitive. Don't just start wishing people Merry Christmas. Say Happy Holidays.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Happy Holidays.
yes. And you come to find out, like America, Grace, you know, I found out America is very gift centered. I didn't realize that for Christmas, gifts would be such a focus. You know, in Kenya, we were so used to just celebrating
Gifts
with
is so
family.
important.
Yes,
Exchanging
like if you
gifts.
don't give a family member a gift, it's like you ignored them. You know?
Yes, this chapati and omena is good.
Omena chapati.
Chapati omena for
Kumechacha.
Christmas. Chapati
Yes.
omena. That's what we are having today. Chapati
Oh,
and omena. For those who came late, try chapati and omena.
yes.
Grace, grandparents, parents.
How do we treat one of the controversial topics that has been a topic is mothers-in-law, grandparents bringing your older caregiver into the country. Why are you doing it? Do you have good intentions? How do you care for them? You know, and we've seen a lot of responses, a lot of discourse, a lot of people complaining one way or another. Oh, mom wants me, you know, it wants me to pay her for babysitting the kids. Oh, mom, my mother-in-law wants to move in and I want my house. Oh, you know, my husband is not defending me with my mother-in-law. Oh, this, that, and the other. Oh, even up to the husband asking the wife, why are you sending money home to your mother? You know? So the topic of in-laws, parents, and how we care for them is a very contentious topic in the diaspora.
Yeah, so Grace, it started very seriously with a daughter-in-law who threatened the mother-in-law to call Homeland Security.
Yes.
Call Homeland Security on her mother-in-law to go back home. Because the mother-in-law was trying to control what she eats, what she wears. The mother-in-law did not want her to work. Her son was not working. She was the only breadwinner, but the mother-in-law wanted her to be home by 5 o'clock. And America is a 24-hour nation.
Yes.
So every time the mother came, the wife came, the daughter-in-law came, the mother-in-law would cause chaos. Like a married woman cannot come back to work after 5. So she did not allow the daughter-in-law to do night shift.
And also, not only that, the mother-in-law wanted the daughter to teach the child how to speak
in the mother tongue. And
tongue.
the child was born here. The child was 10 years, and the child does not speak Kenyan.
Any type of
Kenyan language. And the mother-in-law was refusing to talk to the child until the child speaks mother tongue. That was it. And the mother-in-law was also calling home all the time. And the lady said the bill was expensive, but we did investigate and found there's some free calls.
Yes.
So just calling Homeland Security for your mother-in-law. I don't know.
That's
that
pretty
was
extreme.
tricky.
I think we decided
extreme,
it was pretty extreme.
Yeah.
But sometimes when it comes to things like that, it's there's never really a right or wrong answers, because sometimes you never really know the full story. But you know that the daughter-in-law, as it is very frustrated with this arrangement, this situation, and she's just looking for a good way to deal with it,
so
and maybe still have
control.
Maybe regain some control in the house.
Yeah. And then you're in the house and you brought your mother-in-law to the US, and she starts criticizing how you're cooking and how you're taking care of your children. So I don't know how you can compromise. But the respect still has to be there. And the sad thing about this case was that the son was not saying anything. The mother and the mother-in-law, the mother and daughter-in-law were arguing and fighting, and the mother-in-law was going to call Homeland Security, but the husband just kept quiet. He was just watching his mother and his wife fighting.
He was in the middle.
Because he was torn between. He didn't know who to choose, and it's hard to. How do you ask someone to choose between a mother and a wife? The relationships are so different. And
it's not the same as realizing that once you come to America, the family dynamics change a little bit, because the responsibilities are different. The roles may be different. You are far away from your side of the family, maybe. So is it an issue? Is she lonely? Maybe she needs to bring in more of her family members to come and advise, or even to have a broader conversation,
because we also discovered, remember the mother-in-law who wrote to us and said that the children are not allowing them to go anywhere. They're not even allowed to go to church. You're leaving your mother-in-law the whole week. You're going to work. You're leaving her taking care of the children. On Saturday, you guys are going shopping. You're leaving her taking care of the children. On Sunday, you go to church. You still leave her in the house. The mothers-in-law in America are suffering from cabin fever.
And it's not even mothers,
they're tired.
Even fathers.
Even fathers.
They're coming they're brought here. Just, they can visit or whatever. But it really is, we know that daycare is very expensive in the US. So a lot of people invite their family members to come and help take care of their kids, and many times it's the grandfathers and the grandmothers. But you're sitting there with your grandmother. The grandfather does not have a mobile phone.
Does
not even have allowance.
They don't
even have $10 to hold in their pockets.
You don't allow them. The families that are not allowing their mothers, mother-in-law, father-in-law to talk to the neighbors. At all. And then you brought them that. Remember the mother-in-law who the daughter-in-law wanted to call for Homeland Security had said she was coming for 6 months and she had stayed for a year. And the way the American life is, it gets complicated when you're all in the same house. And it gets complicated when the mother-in-law she feels she's still in control of her son, and she wants to run your family. But these are two different families, your own family and your mother-in-law's family. And there was this other case also where another family, right in the US here, Kenyans, come. I'm calling you Kenyans. You're asking your mother-in-law to walk your dogs. You know, dogs are part of American families. And the law of America wants you to walk dogs 2 times a day.
Dogs are citizens.
Dogs are American citizens. They have more privileges than you. And if you beat your dog or you even point at a dog away, they will take that dog away to the shelter. So this lady from Kenya, or the lady and the husband, forcing the mother to walk the dogs. Hey, mama, kwa nini hujatembeza mbwa? Can you believe that you're bringing your mother from Kenya to come and walk for you your dogs? Really? At least you can walk your own dogs. The mama said she couldn't walk her dogs because she was stiff. But she just was struggling, and she was like 70, really, in this winter. So Kenyans behaving badly. Badly in
also,
the US, not respecting their mothers.
And men need to get off the fence. I think a lot of things when you were talking, it's like men need to get the fence and become more active. It's not the same world anymore where men can just let maybe women deal with their things. These are things that are really affecting households. So, maybe Kenyan men also need to adjust and shape up, because we haven't had, many stories from the male perspective. And
go to immigrantdirectory.com and find out what preparations you need before you come here, because life here is really different. Again, Grace, the other thing we found interesting here was that we are able to hug our mothers-in-law. I can hug and kiss my father-in-law, and there's no chira, there's no curse. We are fine, we're good. I can call my father-in-law and say, hey, Dad, let's go for a date. I want to buy you beer. That is America for you.
But Grace, I think one of the things that we mentioned, that there's a lot of freedoms. I think that's also another topic we did. And it's up to us to really determine. Just because they're free, we know that there are options, but that doesn't mean that we necessarily have to jump into it and feel like we need to do it.
My friend, there's so
some people feel
you
like
can walk without clothes. There's so much freedom in America.
You
can walk without clothes and say it's hot. Oh, it's too cold.
But it doesn't
Nobody
mean
will
you
ask
have to.
you. Yeah, you don't have to, but you can.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can wear a miniskirt.
Yeah.
It's up to you. Yeah.
And I think
But-
one of the things we always talk about is Mwachamila ni mtumwa.
Mtumwa, yes.
So it's up to you to really define and see, oh, maybe you've been waiting for the freedom you didn't find in Kenya to walk.
Yeah, and here,
so maybe do it.
Do it.
Why
Yeah,
not?
do it.
Yeah.
And here my father-in-law, my mother-in-law can sleep on my bed and it's
Yeah.
fine. Can sleep on my husband. My mother can sleep on my husband's bed.
Mhm.
It's fine. But at home, remember the Kenyan who went to pay dowry
Mhm.
at home and went right past everybody into the mother's bedroom.
Mhm.
That marriage, it was cancelled
Mhm.
because they said he committed something that had never happened. So if
Mhm.
you're taking your man to Kenya to pay dowry or your woman, please let them know that they cannot go and sleep on the father's bed or your mother's bed.
Grace's cabbage is nice.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Nitie ile cabbage ya Kingongo
See, your
prison.
Kingongo prison in town.
I mean, I'm just dying here with my omena. And I didn't know
Omena
that omena.
chapati.
I want to supply omena chapati to Kenyans. Please order omena chapati from me. This dish. The omena are looking at me, and that's what I like about
It's
this.
transparent.
The omena are looking at me, and I'm looking at them.
It
So
is
we are both
transparent.
we are eating.
Kumechacha,
Kumechacha.
Hey,
Yeah, please, wow. And remember the other, we're excited viewers to tell you that we helped the lady in Minnesota
Yes.
who wanted to take her parents to court for $50 that she lent
Oh
them
my
2
God.
years ago. And she said if her parents died, she will not even go to the funeral because she lent them $50
$50.
and they did not return it to her.
She was
2 years
she was
ago.
treating the parents like a Shiloh.
Yeah,
You know?
she wanted her parents to pay $50
Yeah,
or else that's the end.
yeah.
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 She was ready. She said she would buy a gun and shoot them for $50. The parents are in Kenya. We were able to resolve it. We gave her the parent $50 and we are trying to get them to talk and be on good terms again.
Mhm. Let the grandparents enjoy the grandchildren.
Yes, let the
Yeah.
parents, yeah.
Yeah.
So when you bring your parent here to take care of your grandchildren, you're paying them. Depending on your arrangement, just let the parents. How many of you have even organized for your grandparents to meet other grandparents?
Yes.
And just talk about this America that we
Yes.
found here.
Yes.
Yeah. The grandparents are so lonely, but there's so many grandparents in America. We had a challenge, which we did not meet as Kumechacha, but we still challenge you. Get your grandparents to meet other grandparents of
Yes.
their age.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so important. They need that closure. This country is cold. This
Yeah.
country is lonely.
Yes.
This country is mysterious.
Get
Very mysterious,
get your
yeah.
grandparents, get your parents what you'd want to get for yourself to make yourself comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, get
And if
your
it was your own
grandparents a
parents.
phone. You know, get your get your
grandparents
grandparents
a
a
phone.
phone. Like those are inhumane tactics that people are trying to deal with who are working in harsh conditions in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Don't do that
don't
to
do
your
that.
parents.
Yeah.
You know,
You're
give
not
them a
a Saudi
phone.
Arabian.
Yeah, don't take
Slave
their
master.
passport.
Yeah.
You know, don't
Hiding the
yeah.
parents' passport.
Yeah.
Not giving them any money.
And then you try, by the way, Kenyans have become to the point where they make them start signing their land leases so they can start making money from their properties in Kenya.
And remember
they're here.
Yeah, remember the families that are discussing their parents' property at home,
Yes.
and the parent is in hospital,
Yes.
saying, "Oh, Mama Kifa, when we transfer her home, we're gonna do this. We'll take this."
Bad
Don't
manners.
discuss somebody's property
Yeah.
and they're still alive.
Yeah.
So tabia mbaya.
Tabia mbaya, tabia mbaya. Are we not Carlton? Uses. Yeah, our $50. Imagine.
Yes, the lady wanted to
$50.
kill her parents for lending her $50. They come from a well-to-do families, but
Yeah.
somehow along the way, the parents asked her to lend them $50. The lady has a great job.
And you
in
know,
the
she
US.
was saying that the parents paid for her to come here.
Yeah, the
and they
parents
paid
paid
for
for her
all her
ticket, her visa,
expenses.
to come here.
Yeah.
But now she wants her 50, and it's 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? And she said
needs
even if her
prayers.
parents die, hi Nancy Adiambo,
Yeah.
we love you.
That lady needs prayers.
Yeah, she said
Yeah.
if her parents don't pay her back, she will kill them. And
And
if
her
they die, she will not go to their funeral.
Anafaa wekele mikono.
And
Multiple
she
hands.
said it was their parents' right. She did not ask to be born.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
didn't ask to be given
they
a
had-
quality education.
given a quality education.
Yeah. Wow. What
Yeah,
a
but
terrible
we are
person.
different. And this heat in America, it eats some people's brain, and you start thinking differently.
That's why you
And
wear
that's why-
kofia. That's why you wear African clothing to insulate you from all this mess that is happening around you.
Are we not Carlton? Please tell us
Yeah.
whether it is legal, because right now a lot of Kenyan witch doctors, Kenyan night runners, waganga maarufu kutoka Tanzania, Mtwapa, Msambweni, Kilifi, Malindi, got green card.
Mhm.
And they're now here in the US, and
Mhm.
they're giving love potions to Kenyans
Mhm.
and disrupting families.
Mhm.
And they're no longer sitting by the streets
they're driving big cars, they're in three-piece suits, and they're sending Facebook requests. Now, witch doctors are sending people Facebook requests. And when you go to their page, you see a black pot, and they're sitting like this. Anyway, that's where we were earlier on.
Yeah.
Kumechacha, Grace.
Kumechacha kweli, kumechacha. We must not lose ourselves in this America. It's so true. Very, very true. It's so easy. It's so easy to do so.
Yes.
The slope can be very slippery here. You know, a lot of people are living one paycheck away from homelessness.
Yes.
You know?
And thank you to all those who applied for the visa, DMV lottery. The results will be out in March. Keep checking the dmv.gov page and find out whether you got an opportunity to come to America. And before you come to America, ask other people, Google, you know, find out what exactly you'll find ahead, because America is not what you see out there.
Yes.
Things are not what they always seem.
Right.
Yeah. So come armed with information. You can't just walk in, even if you have $1 million, you can't just go and rent a house. They need your background check. They need to know if you committed some crime in your other country. They need to know how, whether you are evicted, how many eviction notices you had in the other places you stayed. They need references.
They need references.
And don't just move in with a person or allow someone to come and move in with you, because once they live with you for 6 months, you cannot evict them, even if whatever they're doing. And Grace, I just forgotten an important point. You are eating chapati kuku and chapati omena for Christmas, and some of the women who are using the love potions are being advised after cooking the chapati to sit on them.
But
sit on them for the relationship in the family to get better.
But you know, Grace, I don't know if they are lying. I think this is when
they're
you start
lying.
finding it's a scam.
Remember the lady? I
think it's a scam, because there's a quote, there's a famous phrase in Kiswahili that they say that kukaliwa chapati. You know, it's like you know, a man who's been smothered, love whipped, you know. That in Kiswahili they call it kukaliwa chapati. A man who has been love whipped.
No, this is different, you know? Grace. So in Homa Bay, Homa Bay, where there's the center, where there's the only association of night runners in Kenya, the woman, this woman, she was in the Standard newspaper. The woman was much older than the husband, and then the father-in-law discovered that she's about 10 years older than the husband, and started mistreating her, and told the husband told his son to get a younger wife. So she went to see a medicine man who gave her love potion, and also told her to make a lot of chapati and sit on them. The lady sat on the chapati, but and then mixed all these portions, whatever it is, and gave the man. The man started having convulsions. This is a real story from Homa Bay. The man started having convulsions. The man fell and fainted. The lady ran away and has not been found right now as we are speaking. If you know where this lady is, the police are looking for you.
Hey, Grace, you know, I want to, you know, we've talked a lot about relationships and how it happens, but I also want to talk about the bigger narrative of, you know, this is a land of opportunity. This is a place where that you can find, you know, they always talk about the rags to riches story, and I think this is why a lot of people want to come and live the quote-unquote American dream. You know, despite the, you know, the stereotypes and the realities that exist, there's still a great sense of adventure. There's still a great sense of opportunity. It's one of the countries that's you know, moderately welcoming to people who are seeking a place of asylum or safety and refuge. So it's a great opportunity for you to rebrand. You know, like you said, a lot of people who are not A students, B students, C or even D students are part and parcel here of the American fabric. You don't need to be an A student to come to America.
No, you can do anything. You can make anything out of your life. You can work in a supermarket during the day, load those onions and tomatoes, and at the end of the day, you have a beautiful home. Can you believe that your own boss, who at work is giving you orders and all that, and you go to the supermarket in the evening, he has a sweater, he's loading boxes of tomatoes, and he has a beautiful home. So you don't have to be an officer in the three-piece suit to own a home in America. It's how hard you work.
It's how hard you work.
And how responsible you are with your money. It's living according to your size. Cut your clothes according to your size. Don't try to impress people with something that you are not, like we do in Facebook. Just because someone went and to Penn's Landing and took a picture, that's not how they live. Maybe they're just waiting for someone to give them a ride.
It is just simply that, a picture, a snapshot in time.
And there are a lot of vacation destinations, beautiful places to visit. Remember, Grace, our Out and About?
Yes, Out and About. Look at it, it's up here.
Out and About, Kumechacha.
Yes. So we Out and About is our show. We show you the sights and sounds of Philadelphia. Hopefully the world soon. By showing you what's around us, what's around in our neighborhoods, what's around in our cities. Because a lot of times when people are talking about the abroad, they always show like one small picture.
Yes.
We want to open that picture up for you. You know, we want us to see you and hear what people are talking about from our perspective.
Yeah, we want you to enjoy what we are enjoying.
Yeah.
That's why it's important for you to apply for the visa, green card, and also come to America. Yeah. We just don't want you to stay down there. Come and enjoy what we are enjoying. Our problems are your problems, our joys are our joys.
Yes.
And that's how, a lot of the time this year we followed up a lot of news in Kenya. Whatever affected Kenyans affected us because they are our family.
Yes.
Their families. Yeah. Remember the Migori story?
I think that was one of the
saddest stories.
Yes,
where the governor was allegedly accused of murdering his girlfriend Sharon with a baby, and this case is still in court.
Yes.
It's affected the whole world.
Yes. So and it got us really thinking about the concept of
slave queens.
You know, your slave queens, fame and wealth. You know how boys and girls are affected, and how adults, men and women, are implicated in these situations. You know, the idea that you know, you can shame somebody for being who they are or doing what they are doing. You know, they're nowadays it's not called prostitution, it's called sex work. You know, but in any rate, murder is unacceptable. You know, we need to challenge the things that make situations like slave queens exist, and people think that that's the thing that will change the world for them.
Yeah, and we talked of slave queens, and that's the new trend. It is a reality that you can't avoid. It's now with us, but also proud of the ladies who are working hard every day to make a living, to make a difference, to support their families without necessarily breaking families.
Nilikuwa na mchumba wangu, tulipendana kama nyama choma, alibahatika kwenda ng'ambo, kusomea chuo kikuu, kwenda kusomea udaktari, na Stella wangu.
I'm sorry I cut into that, but the topic of Chinese in America was actually one of our hottest
in Americans
topics.
Became the hottest stuff because we found that these Kenyans, you have Chinese children. You see, tutanganye, we have Chinese, have Kenyan. We call them Kenyanese or Kenyachis. Kenyachis. We have Kenyachis children, half Chinese and half Kenyan.
Yes,
and these children they're living with us in our families.
Yes.
How are we going to relate with them at an individual level and not traumatize them just because the Chinese came and took our jobs, built the SGR railway line? These children, they're our grandchildren. They're half Kenyan, they're half Chinese.
Yes. And Stella was really, really crying over lost love. You know, the Stella went to Japan.
Yeah, and you have to be suspicious of this relationship. If someone loves you like kachumbari, chapati, kachumbari, it should be deeper than that. It should be deeper than that. So we have these 4-foot Japanese kids in our families, and they're with us. Let us love them. Let us not traumatize them.
Yes, you know, don't blame the sins of the father on the children. With China having a bigger imprint in Africa, and there's lots of stories that are out there around their influence and what they're doing. You know, watoto, the Thika scandal has taught us that the children are here to stay. You know, they have Kenya Chinese blood. Yes.
Kumechacha. Grace, what's our last song? Oh, the winners of the Christmas tree. Congratulations. Our first winner was Lillian Yulem Kamba. Congratulations, you'll be getting your $50 soon. Number 2 was Jacqueline Carmao. Congratulations, you almost won. These people were creative.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Number 3 was Caroline Chico. You'll be getting, number 2 and 3 will be getting your consolation prizes. We already emailed you. Give us your mail so we can send you the beautiful gifts. And thank you for participating.
Yes, absolutely.
What's our last song?
Do you want to sing a Silent Night? Or
which one?
we just go back to our first day.
Okay. Oh yeah, that works also.
Yeah, I like this. So we join us in singing our first day of Christmas as we end. Thank you for supporting us. Please don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube, tujipange.com.
Tujipange.com.
Yeah, please subscribe. That's how we're gonna grow. Yes, and this is our last live show this year. We will take a 2-week break, Grace, and then we will continue next year. So
On the first day of Christmas, my true love said to me, a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love said to me, two turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love said to me, three French hens, two turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love said to me, four calling birds, three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fifth day of Christmas, my true love sent to me, five golden rings, four calling birds, three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the sixth day of Christmas, my true love sent to me, six geese are laying, five golden rings, four calling birds, three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the seventh day of Christmas, my true love sent to me, seven swans are swimming, six geese are laying, five golden rings, four calling birds, three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the eighth day of Christmas, my true love sent to me, eight maids are milking, seven swans are swimming, six geese are laying, five golden rings, four calling birds, three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the ninth day of Christmas, my true love sent to me, nine ladies dancing, eight maids are milking, seven swans are swimming, six geese are laying, five golden rings, four calling birds, three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me, 10 lords are leaping, 9 ladies singing, 8 ladies milking, 7 swans are singing, 6 geese are laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords are leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me, 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords are leaping, 9 ladies milking, 6 men are milking, 6 kids are laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Kumechacha! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas and
Bye,
Happy New
diaspora.
Year.
See you in the new year.
Yes,
Oh,
Kumechacha.
Kumechacha. Grace.